Hello, I am Carrie and I'm back with another energy reading, and this is for the collective. I just want to say thank you so much for liking, subscribing. Thank you for watching these videos. I just want to dive right into it. So it is currently September 10th. So just one day after the 999 portal. I gotta be honest with you all, 99 portal is not something that I've ever really paid much attention to. But right now, I'm feeling a lot of energy, and I was like, well, I gotta do a collective energy reading. And the other day, a friend of mine was talking about the 9-9 portal, and I'm like, well, I know that nines are endings, and I just wanted to wonder or think what kind of endings are going on for us in the collective. Um, so I pulled this energy reading. I didn't necessarily ask about the 9-9 portal, but I just asked like, what's the energy going on right now affecting us here in the collective? And it is so interesting. So, right now, if you are feeling the urge to get out of something, and this is going to be something that you've been through already, like it could be a job that's offering you something new, but it's like familiar. You know, it's the same old. It's like, no, I've been offered this before, and it didn't give me what I wanted. This is not actually what I want. You're just giving this to me to make me happy or whatever. You know, like just to, it's like a gesture of goodwill. It's not real. It's like you're not really giving me an offer that is significant. It's just like, well, here, take this, since you're complaining. If it's a relationship in which someone is, shoot, they haven't changed, but they want to get back together with you. It's like, you know what? I miss you so much, but I want you back. And you're going to be like, okay, but have you put in the things that I asked you to do? Which is the reason that we broke up in the first place. So it's kind of you like not wanting to accept offers that come in that are not in alignment with what you want. Like basically you're saying no to some things, which I'm like, well, that's an ending. So when I was first looking at these cards that I pulled, I kept seeing these chairs. They remind me of like squares, like boxes that you want to break out of. So right now we can literally be sitting back and looking at some of the boxes or some of the like overlying, what do you call those things? Think of like the mechanisms for which we live our everyday life. Like these are the sets of rules that I live my life by. Or this is a set of rules that my job has for me and my coworkers as we, move forward. Like this is how like their structures are. This is the set of rules that our relationship runs by. Like you're really looking at that and you're asking yourself if you want to stay in that box. You might be like, you know what, this is no longer for me. And it might not even be that the entire box is not for you. Maybe something specific in the box. Maybe you want to change the shape of the box. Maybe you don't want the box altogether. Or maybe you're comfortable in that box, but maybe it needs to be bigger. You know, like there's some changes that you want to make. And this has to do with the structures, like the reasons behind things being done, the controlling forces that be, especially because we see the emperor here, the ones who makes the rules. So like literally the rules and regulations for how things are done. Even the place you live, you might be like, you know what, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this nation and their rules and regulations. I want something different. I want to move somewhere where it's not like this. I want to move somewhere where it's more open. And there's so much going on with women's reproduction right now in the United States. So I'm sure many people are feeling this way. Like, can I go somewhere that does not try to police my body? Like, can I be myself? Can I make my own decisions? So you might be having these thoughts going through your mind right now. And you're really just questioning things, just trying to figure out what is going to work for you. And as you're thinking about this or contemplating this, there may be some offers that are coming your way. This is what I see here when I look at this Knight of Pentacles. I feel like I'm all over this spread this time, but I really like reading like this because it kind of helps me flow better instead of trying to read. And it's so funny because I'm talking about structures. I'm thinking about the structures of tarot. Like this is how tarot is read. But I'm going to go however I want to go because this is how I'm going to be better at reading for you all and creating the story that makes sense and resonates with people. So it's like, yeah, the structures in which, like, do you belong here? Is this what you want to do? Is this how you're feeling? Is this resonating with you? But let's talk about the King of Swords and the Page of Swords, if we want to go back to the beginning. This is all about your mind. You're thinking about, like, I like that the page is underneath the king because it's kind of like you are in alignment with yourself and your own mind. Like, this is the direction in which I want to go in. I know what I want to be doing. I'm in alignment on all levels, like even the parts of me that are less mature. We all want the same thing. We are gung ho to go towards this thing. And then we see the chariot here, which that's all about movement. You know your direction and now you're going to move forward. But I love seeing this Nine of Wands here because there could be some hesitation. Again, if you're going to be moving forward into the same thing that you've been doing, I would hesitate too. I would ask myself, okay, where else can I go? What other direction could I be looking in? And I really think that embodies the type of energy that we're feeling right now. You could literally be questioning your entire existence. Why am I here? What is my purpose? Like right now is going to be the time for that. If you're thinking about endings, what sparks an ending? What sparks you to leave something that you've been in for a long time? What sparks you to break up with somebody that you've been with for a long time? I mean, yes, of course, it can be specific events like cheating or something like that, but I think it's really you sitting back and looking at the relationship and thinking about the future of where it's going to go. So if somebody does cheat on you in the relationship, you're going to think, I wonder in the future of our relationship, is this person going to be faithful to me? Can I trust them now? Like something has changed. Either you're stepping back to look at the relationship, or of course the job, or of course the place you live, whatever. You're stepping back to look at it in a different way, or something has like specifically changed for you. But I don't really even see the energy of something has changed. I really see the energy of perspective. Like you're making decisions because you're at this crossroads of like, do I go left? Do I go right? Do I keep taking what I've always had, or do I try something different? That's what I see when I see the High Priestess and the Emperor. The Emperor are like that's the powers that be. The Emperor sets the rules. All you do is show up and follow the rules. Like the Emperor takes care of all of that responsibility, which can be lovely. It can be nice if you and the Emperor are in alignment with what you all believe in. With what you're like. If you and the Emperor are going the same direction in life, having the Emperor to set the tone and pace is amazing. But if you have some other ideas of what you want to be doing with your life, then that can be something that is like holding you back. And because I see the High Priestess being clarified by the Emperor, it could be that your intuition or your like being able to decide which way you want to go, what is right and wrong, could be clouded by what the Emperor's rules are and the Emperor's schedule, or the way that the Emperor is approaching the situation. Even like could be silencing you a bit because like there's aspects of you that you think are very important and should be expressed, but the Emperor's like, I don't need that. In order for you to do an efficient job, I just need these two aspects of you. I need the hardworking aspect of you, and I need the aspect of you that follows rules. The rest of you, the fun you, the part of you that can make your own decisions, I don't need that no more. You know what I mean? Like it could be kind of holding you back in life, holding you back in what it is that you desire to be doing because you're not able to use all of you. That's what I'm seeing here in the High Priestess. I kind of feel like the High Priestess is being suppressed. And I also feel like the High Priestess is a part of the reason, like that aspect of you, the intuitive part of you is the part of the reason that you're questioning your existence right now, questioning who's around you, questioning your job, questioning your loved ones, like whatever it is that you're questioning. That High Priestess energy, that intuition, you're kind of like, can I do better? Is there better out there for me? This offer that I'm getting, as in this relationship with this person, do I need to even accept this? Like, because I see this Knight of Pentacles and this Ten of Swords. To me, it's like if I accept this offer, it is not going to be good for me. I don't like this energy. Why would I accept this offer? It's going to put me in my mind. It's going to like, and literally, if I am ever in this energy myself, it is because something like I haven't been able to either speak up for myself. I haven't been able to express what I need to express. I haven't been able to like process something properly. So it's just kind of like stuck. And I have these 10 swords that I need to deal with. It's like it's things that I haven't gotten to deal with. And I feel like if you do take this offer, whatever it may be, there's something that it's gonna be suppressed or taken away from you, or something that you can't deal with or process. And I feel like sometimes the things that we cannot process are like if we betray ourselves, let's say. You think, you know what, if I follow the Emperor, I'm gonna have stability. The Emperor's gonna take care of me. My check is gonna be on time, etc. But if I don't, there's all these doubts in my mind. But if I follow the Emperor, then I'm going to be taking half of me or however much percentage of you that's not being expressed in this relationship or job or whatever place, and be taking those parts of me and casting them to the side. And then what do I do with them? Like, it's basically saying, hey, half of you, you're not necessary, you're not needed, go away. And that to me is where 10 swords come from, because it's like you're betraying yourself basically. So if you right now are in this energy of where you're thinking, should I move forward in this direction? Really question if it's something that is for you, especially when you think about the like full structure of it all. Because I keep seeing these squares. It's like, can you fit in this box? Is the box big enough for all of you, or is it just one half of you? This box, like, think about it. Let's think about a new relationship. Somebody wants to come forward towards you with a relationship offer. This is going to be a romantic relationship offer. Can that person provide what you need when it comes to your love language? Like the basics of things, you know? Like just the basics of things. If we're talking about if we're talking about a box, if we're talking about a square, we're just talking about four points that create a foundation. To me, that is like the most basic of foundations. Is the offer gonna, do the most basic of things for you? Or is it just gonna do one major thing, which is provide you stability, provide you a partner, provide you money? Like, that's one thing. But what about the basic foundations of what you need if you're gonna be in a like a romantic relationship? Same thing with a career. Is it gonna provide you a way to express yourself, a way to have, like, make your own decisions, a way to make a change? Maybe it's something that, like, making a change or being a part of something that's significant, like that can mean something good for the world, is important for you. So if this offer comes towards you, is it going to have those four major pillars of things that you need? If not, then it can really create this 10 of swords energy within you. But I just had a download. The most interesting thing is, even if you do make the wrong decision, quote unquote wrong decision, even if you pick something that puts you into this 10 of swords energy, guess what? You could just change your mind. You can say, oops, never mind, my bad. I thought that this was for me, but I have been put in this 10 of swords energy, and I'm seeing that it's not for me. So even if you're at this point right now where you've already taken the offer and it's making you feel this way, you can rescind, you can say never mind, you can back right on up. Like, there is no wrong decision here, unless the decision that you're taking is going to go against yourself. Like, you might do this thing, you might notice, whoop, this is against myself. But if you continue to stay there, that's where you're getting off track. But you can always change your mind, no matter what. You sign a contract, you can rip that thing up, break it, do whatever you have to do to get out of a situation that is not for you. So I also pulled some other cards, but my camera is not showing them, so I'm just gonna pull them up here. Clarifying cards. These were just below the other cards that we were looking at. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles, Page of Swords. We've got the Page of Cups, Four of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. So I like this because this is showing you as this, I feel like this is you. This single, abundant woman. This is my baby Empress card. She's the Empress, but she doesn't have as many responsibilities as the Empress. She can move around more freely. I feel like I wouldn't say the Empress is stuck where she is, but it would take a lot to move her, because she's like this whole, I'm thinking of a train. It's hard to turn a train because it's going so fast in one direction. You have to be careful the way you turn the train. But as a Nine of Pentacles, you have more freedom to move about the cabin. And then we got Page of Cups. It looks like this Nine of Pentacles, she's got her falcon on her arm, minding her own business, and it looks like this Page of Cups is trying to give her an offer. And you see some fish in a cup. I mean, that'd be nice for her bird, but the Nine of Pentacles, it's interesting because the Page is a face card, but it looks like this offer that the Page is going to offer the Nine of Pentacles is not equally yoked. I just, like, look at the energy around her. It's gorgeous energy. It is bright yellow. It's vibrant. She's got coins for days. And it looks like this Page of Cups is going to give her some, like, emotional, like, something that she would need to emotionally work out. Something that I feel like is going to cause her to have to spend her some of her pentacles to work out. Like, it's going to take her energy in order for her, like, this offer is going to require more from her than this person is going to give. It's like, you're actually giving me more work to do. I don't want it. It's like, you're giving me this, but it's not going to give me more. It's going to take from me. And so the Nine of Pentacles is now in this energy once this page is offering her this cup. And this is the decision of a choice. You can take the cup, but it seems like you've already done that before. That's why I feel like this thing is something I was saying before. It's like a decision that you need to make, because we've already seen what the structures are. We know what the situation is. We've already made this decision before. And it didn't give you what you wanted. So maybe you settled in a relationship before. Maybe you took a job that did not give you what you were worth before, but you were just desperate. You did that before. So once this comes around again, 3 times, this is the 4th time. Once it comes around again, you have the opportunity to make a different decision. And that's what I keep seeing when I see these squares breaking out of the box. It's like, okay, I thought that there was only one way for me to exist. I needed to get a steady job, stable job, and I needed to, work for, how many years people work jobs? 40 years? 50 years? I have no idea. 30? And then I need to retire, and then I need to use my retirement fund. Then I will get to live my life. But I'm seeing you and this 3 of Pentacles energy coming up with a new way and a new idea. 3s to me are all about creativity. So it would be like you literally creating, like you could be a business owner, your own business owner. You're literally creating something that's going to work for you. And I'm not saying that you're going to quit your job tomorrow and do that, but you're looking to different ways to fulfill your needs. So this to me is like a decision. We're talking about beginnings and endings because we're talking about the 9-9 portal. This could be literally the beginning of you starting your new life, like doing something that you've never done before. It's like, I've already worked this job and I've already done this, and it's not going to work for me to wait until I retire to actually be able to live my life. I'm going to have to try some different things. I'm going to have to figure out a different way to do this. If I want to start living my life now, how can I, what are the types of things that I want to be doing, and how can I make it happen for myself? Let me go ahead and make a plan and a decision for that. Or, I don't really exercise a lot, but I want to be healthy, but I thought I had to have more time for me to be healthy and like exercise. But maybe I can figure out how I can find different ways to do that. Like, instead of me just making this decision, like I don't have the time to do it, so I'm not going to, let me actually decide to make a change and stop doing business as usual, as in like snacking all day and like sitting down all day. Let me try some different ways and methods of achieving my goals in a way that I've never tried before. Again, with relationships, if I want a relationship that is going to be fulfilling for me, but I continue to like do the same things when it comes to dating, if I continue to attract the same people, if I continue making the same decisions with these people, I'm not, like, nothing's going to change. I literally, like, I would write down what it is. Like, what's the pattern? So that I can make a different decision. I'm going to start, here's the initial, this is what happens. Okay, so when this happens, I'm going to do something different than what I did last time. Like, this is you coming, like, creatively coming up with an idea that's going to work for you across the board. Like, it's going to be something new and different. You're going to have to do some trial and error, I'm really seeing. So it might not, it's not going to be overnight something that you know how to do something differently new, but you know that you won't change. And having that knowing that I'm not going to accept this same old, knowing that is going to make you move forward and do something different. So that is what I'm seeing in this 9-9 energy. It's like an initiation or a beginning of you doing something, trying something different, not accepting the same old. And if you don't accept it, that means that you are going to require change to happen. And it's up to you to do that. Like, that's the decision that you make. You can require that from your partners, from your job. You can require that from the place you live. Like, you can require that from yourself. Like, I am requiring you to make me better meals. Like, let's not make this same old stuff that we know is not good for us. I'm going to make something better. Come up with new recipes. If I don't know how to cook, I can figure something out. Like, there's so many different choices and decisions that can be made, and you are deciding to make different ones at this time. And again, if you are questioning your existence, like, write down the things that specifically are bothering you right now. Like, what specific change am I looking for? I can't say like, oh, my whole life. Like, I know that it might seem like that at the time, but your whole life cannot be quote unquote wrong. But what specifically is bothering you? Write that down and work on those things, making changes there, and then see how your life improves, see how you feel after making those changes, and like ask yourself what it is that you want, not like what it is that you can accept, but what do I actually want? Not what it is that I think is possible, like that kind. Okay, so that is your collective energy reading. I'll see you all in the next one.